Hi guys, how's it going? Quick tutorial for you today showing you how to price up items that you've just got at a like car boot sale or a charity shop or an auction or whatever. Um, the reason I'm making this tutorial is basically in the Facebook group we've had a lot of new members joining, asking simple questions like how do I price this item up, what should I sell this item for, and so on. And obviously some of the older members were starting to get a bit annoyed with it because it's been a constant flow. But at the same time, you've got to understand that everyone starts somewhere. So we decided, like, myself and the other admins decided that we'd start making these files that everyone mentioned and some videos as well. So basically, this video is one of the first in a series of tutorials for beginners, basically. So now that's out of the way, let's get straight into it. So obviously, the first thing that you want to do is get your item and look at it. If you've got a pair of Nike trainers, are there any unique identifying marks on them to say what type of Nike trainers they are? Clothing, what brand is it? With Levi's, are they 501s? Are they another set of Levi? The list goes on basically. Is it pink, yellow, blue, orange, large, medium, small? Yeah, so you've got to get all that information and then basically come over to eBay, and you don't need to be signed in. As you can see, I've signed out for this tutorial. Just type in the basics of your item. So say for instance I've got a Nike shirt, or let's go with an Adidas Originals hoodie. I'll type in Adidas. Well, not Adidad, as Adidas, that's the one. It's part of their Originals series. So done, and then type in hoodie, and then just press enter. Now on the next screen you're going to get all of these come up, the gallery photos, and then as you go down onto the next pages it will go back into a normal order. But yeah, basically here you can see that there's one new, another used one. The competition looks fierce and they're going for like 34 quid, 16 quid, 34 and so on. Two sets guys, sorry. Sorry about that. So obviously we're not competing against a new hoodie or a new item of clothing if we've got a used item. So one of the first things that I generally tend to do is come over to here, on the left here, and I will scroll down and just simply check the used box down here on the left. And then the page will update and get rid of all of the new ones. And then a second thing is I don't do auctions, I always do buy it now. I tried one auction and it kind of shot me in the back, so to speak, so I don't bother with auctions now. But if you want to do auctions, then simply come up here and click auctions. But normally I'll just click buy it now because I'll set them to a bin and forget about them. So once you've applied that filter, what you've basically now got is all of the used items that are on a buy it now basis. And as you scroll down, you can just see they keep coming and coming and coming. And then you can just use the prices that you've got here to get a rough idea of what to sell yours for, or to look for yours. Like for instance, this one here, I've got the exact same one as this, but it is a medium, and you can see here this one's an extra small. It's purple with an orange logo, and they've got that up for $34.99. So to me that screams that's a little bit higher, but then there's another one there as well for 35 quid. So if it's a vintage version, then I may have to put my price back up. But yeah, it also gives you an idea of how much competition there is there. So there's only one page, and I think I've got it set to 200 items per page. Yeah, at the top there it says 45 listings. So there's only 45 other sellers selling this item. Some are 14 quid, 12 quid, all the way up to, as you just see, 35 quid. So from this, we now know that if we want a quick sale, we can price it around 15 to 20 quid and it should sell within a couple of weeks, hopefully. If we're willing to wait out, then we could potentially get top end of 30 to 35 quid, depending on whether your item's in good condition and so on. If you want to narrow it down even more, then over here on the left you've got the size. Oh, now over here on the left you've got the size, just there. Mine's a medium, as I've said, so if I click medium, I can now see that there's only 16 people selling it. It's a hoodie, so I can click that, and now there's only 11 people that have actually got the word hoodie, and it's medium, and it's an Adidas Originals. So as you can see, just by them filters, it's narrowing down the competition even more, like who you're actually competing against. So yeah, use that to get a rough price, and then the last thing that you want to be doing basically is just comparing it against the completed and sold listings. I don't normally bother with the completed listings myself, because completed listings are basically just give you a ratio of like how many are actually listed compared to how many sell. I don't care how long it's going to take to sell. Obviously, if you do, then check your completed listings to see whether the item sells, like whether it's a regular seller or not, and then make an informed decision off of that as to whether to buy the item or not. If an item sells like 2 a month, then and it's like £10 to buy it, and you're going to make £20 profit on top, are you willing to wait like 5 months if there's another 8 sellers? If that makes sense. So yeah, have a look at that, and then the last thing that you always want to be doing basically is just checking the sold listings box down here on the left, and that'll give you a more informed decision on what to price your item at basically. As you can see, there's one now that's gone for 54 quid, but that's a Run DMC Star Wars one. I've not heard of that one, but I now know to keep an eye out for it. There's another one now that's got like a camo kind of effect that's gone for 25 quid, a basic one there that's gone for 20 quid, one there that's gone for 35 with no picture. So the two that you've got listed at the moment, the active ones that I see, may potentially sell for 35 quid, but at the same time you can see that the average price tends to be between 20 to 25 quid, some are lower, 15 quid. So if I had this item, me personally, I'd probably list it around 25 quid, see whether it sells like within a couple of months. If it don't, drop it down to 20, see how it goes. If it still don't sell, leave it for another 4 months roughly, and then drop it down to 15 quid and leave it at that. When I would stick it up for 25 quid though, I'd also set it up for best offer. That way if someone wants to offer me the 20 quid and I want to accept the 20 quid, I'm able to. So yeah, that is pretty much it guys. I mean, you've got other filters over here as well. If you want to offer free postage packaging, select that. And then that'll basically just get rid of anyone that's actually charging postage. So with free postage on a used item with a medium size for an Adidas Originals hoodie, you'd have 7 members to compete against. So yeah, I mean, I say you're just competing against them. As a whole, you're not. You're competing against everybody. But if someone does come along and mark them filters for like free postage, size medium, used item, you can see how much quicker like your item could potentially sell. With 7 listings there, with the right photo, I mean, looking at that, I wouldn't buy that one. That one there jumps out at me because it's nice, it's professional. Same as that one there. That one there looks like mine, it's all creased up and just laid out. I have a bit of a better background for that one though. That one there. So yeah guys, it's that easy. If you've been sent here from the UK Reselling Group, then cheers for actually taking the time to watch the tutorial. Hopefully it helps you, and hopefully you won't get none of the other members bitch at you. So I apologise on their behalf if they did, but please understand that we have had a flood of people asking the same question over and over and over again. So yeah, cheers for watching guys, take it easy, and I shall see you in the next video.